Hi, so this is my response for Unit 2. The questions are, does the American attitude towards rules that Oriart says can be easily seen in athletic competition also manifest itself in business, law, and other institutions? The search for the loopholes and other strategic ways to circumvent rules support your answer, and to what degree does sport reflect society and society reflect sport? So, in certain areas of the United States, I think the American attitude towards rules can be seen in athletic competition. I do think it directly correlates with social class and wealth, and even though Oriard had said that Americans argue to this day that we are of the middle class and so have no code of honor to break, there is still a type of code that goes without mention that people follow. And I think that just ultimately comes down to whether a sport or a law or a business or, whatever it is either being, is either disciplined or undisciplined. So it's basically the difference between the two. And you could see the different, what am I trying to say? The different mediums of them within a sport. You can see that throughout. You can do it within a county and you can do it within, a state. It just basically comes down to whether a coach is going to be a disciplined coach or an undisciplined coach. But like an example that I thought of for that was just whenever it's like I'm not trying to like be stereotypical or biased or anything like that, but the girls that I'm coaching at my high school, it's a private Catholic school. So half of them, honestly, they just come out and they play because either their parents make them or they just love the sport so much. And we're not really in the in the position to say like, no, I don't want you to play because, it's a private school. So we already have less girls wanting to play as it is. So we can't really turn people away. But we get girls that, it's just a rec sport to them. And, most high school, like, sports, that's what it's like. But every now and then we get girls that actually, like, love the game and they want to continue and play it in college and try and pursue it professionally. But with that being said, with my group, so keep those girls in mind of the girls that don't really want to play, either their parents made them or they think of this just as a game. We'll go to big tournaments and we'll go to like tournaments in, LA. I think we went to this one tournament a couple years back and it was a Hawthorne tournament and it was a rude awakening for our girls because they just went out there thinking it was a rec game and that la da 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 da, it doesn't count. Okay, like every game counts. I don't know how many times we have to tell them, but it was a rude awakening because these Hawthorne girls, that was who we were playing against, but they played it like it was the last game of their lives and it was do or die. If they didn't win, they didn't know what was going to happen or anything like that. Like there was just a lot at stake for them. And I don't know whether or not that was true, but it was a different play of basketball. And I'm not saying my girls weren't disciplined, but to an extent, it was disciplined in the sense that you're going to listen to what I'm going to tell you to do, but you're not going to necessarily have the heart in it. And the Hawthorne girls were disciplined in the sense they're going to do what their coach tells them to do, and undisciplined in the sense that they're going to try and do whatever they can to win this game. And, they won. I think they went on and won the tournament. But, it just comes down to a team being, one or the other. And you can see that a lot with business and laws and different social situations where, a code of honor isn't really something that's that important. And so I think this is widely seen in businesses and workforces. It's heightened on a different level because it's, people dealing with people's livelihood and it's their life and their money that's at stake, and it's not just winning or losing a game. But that's just how, back to the second question, to what degree does sport reflect society and society reflect sport? We are seeing that a lot right now, and I don't really want to make this video that long, but, anything that's going on in the NFL is a major reflection of society onto sport and then sport back onto society. And I'd rather not throw my 2 cents in on that. But it's definitely at a high degree that, the two is reflecting each other, and especially right now. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good week. Hope you guys had a safe Halloween as well.